and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's coverage of the Forest Lake girls varsity volleyball team going up against the Mounds Mustangs girls varsity volleyball team. My name is Christian Richard here for Lakes Area Community Television, bringing you this wonderful game tonight. Rangers getting pumped up for tonight's match. And we go. The Rangers sending the ball deep into Mustang territory. The Mustangs have picked it up, sent it back to the Rangers. Rangers are picking that ball up and setting it high. Rangers just saving that ball just barely. Rangers send it out of bounds on the Mustang side. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Current score is 1-0 Mustangs. Once again, folks, I'm Christian Richard here with Lakes Area Community Television on October 17th. The Mustangs just picked up the ball and sent it back to the Rangers. Rangers sending that ball up high, picking it up over the net. Mustangs save it. Rangers bouncing that ball back. Too much power. That ball goes out of bounds again by the Rangers. It's another point for the Mustangs. Score is 2-0 Mustangs. Number 15 for the Mustangs has the ball. She sends it across to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball up. Still sending it out of bounds again. Another point for the Mustangs. Rangers just need to pull that in tonight. Scores now 3-0 Mustangs. Mustangs sending the ball over the line to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball up. Mustangs scrambling for control of that ball now, sending it back to the Rangers. Mustangs send the ball out for the first time. That will be a point for the Rangers. Scores 3-1 Rangers. 3-1 Mustangs. My bad, folks. The Rangers send it over to the Mustang side, but the Mustangs slam it down to the Rangers. That's a point for them. Scores now 4-1 Mustangs. Mustangs are subbing out 2 players. Putting some fresh talent on that field, getting set and ready to go. Rangers picking this up. Mustangs sending that ball across the line to the Rangers. Rangers sending the ball up high. The Mustangs were unable to save it. Ball goes down in their territory. That will be a point for the Rangers. Score is now 4-2 Mustangs. The Rangers send the ball into Mustang territory. The Mustangs pick it up, save it, touch it over to the Rangers territory. Rangers send that ball up high. Down hard to the Mustangs. Mustangs save it, though. Mustangs send it over the line. Rangers unable to recover that ball, and it will be a point for the Mustangs. Scores now 5-2 Mustangs. Number 4 from the Mustangs, sending that ball over to the Rangers. Rangers sitting up high, powering it down to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball up, bouncing it over. The Rangers sending it back. Number 15 bounces over. Rangers save it, but not good enough. That ball comes down back on their side. That's another point for the Mustangs. Score is now 6-2 Mustangs. Mustangs send it across the line to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball up. We have a foul called. Point will be awarded to the Rangers, I believe. Yes, it is. Scores now 6-3 Mustangs. Rangers have the ball sending across to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball up, bouncing it over to the Rangers. Rangers send that ball out of bounds on their own side. That will be a point for the Mustangs. We have time for a substitution. Score is now 7-3. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the Rangers varsity girls volleyball team going up against the Mustang girls volleyball team on October 17th. Rangers save that ball from the Mustang serve. Hold up. The foul called on number 6, I believe. That will be a point to the Rangers. Score is now 7-4 Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is mainly about communication and not kicking that ball out of bounds, as the Rangers just did. As a point for the Mustangs, score is now 8-4 Mustangs. Some kids behind me messing around on the toys. Number 12 from the Mustangs has the ball. Sends it across the Rangers. Rangers pick that ball up, setting it high. Powering across the lines. Mustangs save that ball tremendously. Rangers setting it high, touching it over. Just barely touching it over. That point will go to the Rangers. Score is now 8-5 Mustangs. With a substitution. Rangers powering that ball over the line to the Mustangs. Now Mustangs firing back. Rangers setting it up high. Power to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball up, touching it over, but the Rangers bounce back. That's another point for the Rangers. Score is now 8-6 Mustangs. The Rangers send that ball back to the Mustangs. Mustangs now picking it up, setting up high. Mustangs powering it down to the Rangers. Rangers bouncing it up high. Mustangs just touch that ball over the net. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 9-6 Mustangs. Folks, remember, it's first to 25 to win the match. Best 2 out of 3 matches wins. Mustangs sending it back to the Rangers. Rangers setting it up high again. Rangers pounding it down, but the Mustangs saving it. Mustangs get it down in Ranger territory. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 10-6 Mustangs. Mustangs power that ball into net. That will be a point for the Rangers. Score is now 10-7 Mustangs. Rangers doing substitution. Number 1 from the Rangers picks that ball up and sends it over the line. We have a close quarter combat here at the center line, but the Mustangs power that ball way back. Too much power on that. That will be a point for the Rangers. Score is now 10-8 Mustangs. Rangers fire that ball back, but the Mustangs, once upon receiving, send that ball too hard over the net, out of bounds. Score is now 10-9 Mustangs. Rangers picking that ball up into the net. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 11-9 Mustangs. Mustangs are leading by 2 and now subbing out some players. Number 15 from the Mustangs back on the field, sending that ball deep into Ranger territory. Rangers picking that ball up, touching it over. The Mustangs setting it up high, powering it down. Mustangs touch it over again. Rangers and Mustangs fighting for control. Point will be awarded to the Mustangs after that intense matchup at the net. Score is now 12-9 Mustangs. The Mustangs send it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball up, setting it into their own net. That will be a point for the Mustangs again, folks. Score is now 13-9 Mustangs. We are taking a timeout. Rangers taking some time to discuss their strategy. Mustangs probably taking some congratulatory high fives and also discussing their strategy. Mustangs are currently leading by 4. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Christian Richat coming at you on Lakes Area Community Television for tonight's October 17th coverage of the Forest Lake Rangers going up against the Mounds View Mustangs. Rangers really talking it over there. Big team huddle. Mustangs, a little less energy. Even the referees are calling over some stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Christian Richard coming at you with Lakes Area Community Television for tonight's October 17th coverage of the Forest Lake Rangers going up against the Mounds View Mustangs. This is varsity volleyball at its finest, folks. Mustangs currently in the lead by 4 points, score of 13-9. Tonight's match. Number 15 for the Mustangs sends the ball over into Ranger territory. Rangers picking that ball up. Oh, with a foul called on the Rangers, score will be awarded to the Mustangs. Score is now 14-9 Mustangs. Mustangs sending that ball back to the Rangers. Rangers setting up high. Slamming it down on their own side. From this looks of it. Anyways, that will be another point for the Mustangs. Mustangs are now in lead 15-9 with a 6-point lead. Number 15 from the Mustangs sends the ball over to the Rangers. The Rangers picking that ball up, trying to get it across to the Mustangs. Mustangs scrambling for the ball. Number 7 touches it over to the Rangers. Number 3 from the Rangers sends it up. Number 3 from the Rangers pushes back to the Mustang side, but the Mustangs fire back. Rangers just try to do a touch and go, but it does not end up working out. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 16-9 Mustangs. .15 from the Mustangs sends it way over the line. Maybe it was a rampant cheering from the Rangers cheer section. Scores now 16-10. Mustangs still in the lead. The Rangers sending it back to the Mustang side. Mustangs slamming it down into the Rangers. That will be another point for the Mustangs. Scores now 17-10 Mustangs. Substitution for the Mustangs. Number 6 and number 16 heading in now. Let's see, 6 and 16. Who are those? That is Emma Elms and Mackenzie Galvin. Number 6 has the ball, sending it across the line to the Rangers. Rangers pushing it up high. Slamming it into their own net. Clara Olson not able to connect that ball today. Scores now 18-10. Mustangs inching ever closer to wrapping up this first match. Mustangs sending that ball deep into the Ranger territory. Rangers touching it over. The Mustangs saving it. Rangers saving it. Miscommunication and misdirection there. Send that ball out of bounds and down on the Rangers. Scores now 19-10 on the Rangers side. All right, Mustangs still in the lead. I'm sorry. I cannot announce today, folks. Some weird crap. Mustangs sending it deep into Ranger territory. Rangers picking that ball back up, sending it back to the Mustangs. And down, folks, has a point for the Rangers. The score is now 19-11. The Mustangs are still in the lead. Rangers sending that ball back across the line. Mustangs picking it up, bouncing it across. Oh, we have a foul called on the Rangers. Point awards to the Mustangs. Score is now 20-11. Mustangs. Number 4 for the Mustangs has the ball. She sends it across the line to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball back up. Rangers sending that ball down hard. Mustangs sending it out. That will be a point for the Rangers. Scores now 20-12. Mustangs. We have a substitution, number 6 going in on the Rangers, along with number 15. Gabe is about to start back up. Here we go, folks. Number 16 from the Rangers sends that ball across the line. Oh, my bad. It was number 15. We have a slam down at the net. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 21-12. Mustangs using a substitution. Number 5 going in. Number 5. That is Elise Brooks. Elise slams that ball across the line. 15 from the Rangers picks it up. 6 sends it over. Mustangs unable to recover. That Mustang taking an awfully big fall. Score is now 21-13. Mustangs still in the lead. Having an 8-point lead, folks. Mustangs are 4 points away from wrapping this match up. And they have good control. We have a foul called on the Mustangs. Point is awarded to the Rangers. Score is now 21-14. Rangers send that ball back. Mustangs slam it into them. Ball goes down. That will be another point for the Mustangs. Score is now 22-14. Mustangs are subbing in number 7 and number 12. Ready to take on the Rangers. Folks, the Mustangs are 3 points away from wrapping this first match up. Number 12 from the Mustangs sends that ball over to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball up, sending it up high. Ball bounces off the Mustang hands and goes down Rangers side. Score is now 23-14, folks. Mustangs still in the lead. Rangers scrambling. That ball goes way out of bounds, though. That will be a point for the Rangers. The score is now 23-15. Mustangs still in the lead. Just picking the ball up, sending it over the side. Mustangs picking it up high, bouncing over the Rangers. Rangers and Mustangs fighting over that ball. Mustangs slam it to the Rangers, but the Rangers bounce back. Rangers save the ball. Touching it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs setting up high, slam it to the Rangers. Out of bounds on the Mustangs' part. Only a point for the Rangers. Score is now 23-16 Mustangs. Rangers send that ball over the side, picking it up high. Number 7 slamming it down. Number 7 picking that ball up high, almost hitting the ceiling. Rangers get the ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs slam it down. That's another point for the Rangers. Score is now 23-17. Folks, the Rangers are catching up here. 6-point lead. Mustangs still in the lead, though. And the score is 23-17. Mustangs in the lead. Rangers sending that ball back across the line. Mustangs bouncing it over the net. Rangers saving that ball, but sending it out of bounds. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 24-17. Mustangs only need 1 point to end this match. Number 9 from the Mustangs picks that ball up, sending it over to the Rangers, picking it up. Rangers sending it up high, bouncing it over to the Mustangs. Goes down on the Mustangs. But the Mustangs save the ball. Rangers slam that ball down again. Point for the Rangers. Score is now 24-18. Mustangs. Rangers send the ball to the Mustangs. Mustangs sending it back, though. Rangers now scrambling for the ball. Ball goes to the Mustangs. Mustangs save it, though. Mustangs slam it down. Rangers saving it, sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball back up. Mustangs saving the ball again, sending it over to the Rangers now. Rangers setting up high, slamming it down the Mustangs side. Score is now 24-19. Mustangs still in the lead. Rangers catching up just barely. Mustangs only need 1 point to wrap this match up, though. We're going to send the ball across the net. Mustangs picking it up. Slam it over to the ball goes down on the Rangers side. Folks, that is it for this first match. Score is now 25-20. We will be switching sides. Again, folks, my name is Christian Richot, coming to you with Lakes Area Community Television for tonight's matchup of the Forest Lake girls varsity volleyball team going up against the Moundsview girls varsity volleyball team. We'll probably be taking a commercial break at this time, so stay tuned for more exciting action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's coverage of the Forest Lake varsity girls volleyball team going up against the Mounds View varsity girls volleyball team. Tonight is October 17th, 2017. My name is Christian Richot, coming to you recorded on Lakes Area Community Television. Check us out online at latv10.com. That's latv10.com. Just coming off the first match, and the Rangers are tailing right now. Mustangs came away with a win at match. You need to win by 2 in order to win the whole thing. So, Mustangs are currently in the lead, feeling pretty good about themselves. They just need one more win to finish this game up. Quick substitution there with the Mustangs setting this match. Getting ready to roll once more. Mustangs sending across that ball. The Rangers picking up, touching it over the net. Mustangs putting it up high, slamming into the Ranger territory. Goes out on the Rangers. That will be a point for the Mustangs. The score is now 1-0 Mustangs. Mustangs sending that ball over the net. Rangers picking it up, setting up high. Pounding against the Mustangs. Mustangs saving that ball, though. Mustangs slam it down to the Ranger territory. That was another point for the Mustangs. Score is now 2-0 Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball up, sending it too far over. That will be a point for the Rangers. Score is now 2-1 Mustangs. This is the closest the Rangers have been to the Mustangs in a while. Rangers sending that ball over. Mustangs sitting out. This game is now tied, folks. Score is 2-2. Number 3 sends that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs sending into net, though. A point for the Rangers. Rangers now, for the first time this game, taking a lead. Scores now 3-2 Rangers. Number 3 sends the ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball up, setting up high. Mustangs tapping that ball over to the Rangers. Not enough, though. That will be a point for the Mustangs. This game is tied again. Score 3-3. Subbing in, we had number 6 going in for the Mustangs. And number 16 going in for the Mustangs. Getting ready to start this match off, folks. Number 6 for the Mustangs getting ready to serve. Sends the ball over that net, sending it up high on the other side of the Rangers, who pound it down. We have a foul called on the Mustangs. That will be a point for the Rangers. Scores now 4-3 Rangers. Mustangs and the Rangers sent to the Mustangs. Mustangs pounding it into the Rangers side. However, that will be counted as a point. Scores now 5-4 Mustangs. Or no, 4-4 Mustangs. My bad, folks. Game's tied. But the Rangers picking the ball up, slam it to the Mustangs. Mustangs send it out, though. That way a point for the Rangers. Scores now 5-4 Rangers. Number 15 for the Rangers, sending that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball up, sending it up high. Mustangs send it over to the Rangers. Rangers save the ball. Number 15 for the Rangers sets it up. Number 12 slams it down to Mustang territory. That will be a point for the Rangers. Scores now 6-4 Rangers. Rangers lengthening their lead now. Number 15 for the Rangers sends that ball over to Mustang territory. Mustangs are not able to save that ball. Ball goes down. Scores now 7-4 Rangers. Number 15 for the Rangers sends the ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs pick that ball up, sending it to the Rangers. Rangers setting it up high, tapping that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs save, sending it to the Rangers. Rangers sending it back, setting it up high, slamming it to the Mustangs. Mustangs pick that ball back up again, setting up. Ball is inbounds. That point will stand. Score is now 7-5 Rangers. The Mustangs slam that ball back. Rangers picking it up, though. Slam it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball back up. Mustangs and Rangers going at it. And 9 for the Rangers. Got that ball up, but the other Ranger got it over. I don't know which one. Number 9 sets it, or bounces it again. Number 19 slamming it down to Mustang territory. That will be another point for the Rangers. Score is now 8-5 Rangers. Rangers send that ball back over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up. Mustangs bounce it. The 9 sending it up. Rangers bouncing it back. The Rangers picking it up high. Mustangs sending that ball out. Point goes to the Rangers. Scores now 9-5 Rangers. We have a timeout called. Mustangs are taking some serious time to discuss strategy. Rangers give each other some high fives, but also talking about what they're going to change up. We have the Rangers versus the Mustangs this evening. Again, my name is Christian Richoff for Lakes Area Community Television. The Rangers send that ball over the line to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball back up, sending it back to the Rangers. Rangers bouncing it up, saving the ball, sending it up high. Rangers slamming that ball down to Mustangs. Mustangs picking it back up. Rangers picking that ball, sending it back up. Rangers sending it up high. Rangers save the ball just barely. Slamming it over to Mustang territory. Mustangs picking that ball up, slam it down the Rangers. Rangers slam it into net. Score is now 9-6 Rangers. We have a substitution going on the field. Mustangs are subbing in 15 and 12. Mustangs slamming that ball to the Rangers. Rangers scrambling to pick that ball up, slamming it down to the Mustangs though. The Mustangs firing back. Rangers save the ball. Rangers sitting up high, slamming into the Mustangs. Mustangs pound it down. Out of bounds though. Rangers subbing in 10 and 2. Scores now 10-6. Rangers in the lead. Number 2 from the Rangers has the ball. She's sending it over the net to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball back up, sending it up high, slamming it to the Rangers. Rangers barely saving, but sending it back to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball back up, but it goes down after great play by Claire Olson from the Rangers. Score is now 11-6, Rangers. Number 2 from the Rangers sends the ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs are picking that ball up, slamming it down to the Rangers. Point will be awarded to the Mustangs on a foul by number 5 of the Rangers, I believe. Score is now 11-7, Rangers. I'm not sure why I was about to say Mustangs, but the Rangers got that point. They're in the lead. Mustangs have the ball. Sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up, sending it up high, slamming the ball into Mustang territory. Mustangs send it out almost into the official stand. Score is now 12-7, Rangers. We will be substituting number 14 on the Rangers side. This game's heating up, folks. Rangers are in the lead by 5. Rangers send that ball over the line to the Mustangs. Mustangs are picking it up, tapping it to the Rangers, but the Rangers fire back, saving that ball. Not enough, though. That point will go to the Mustangs. Score is now 12-8. Rangers appear to have a substitution going on the field, folks. I'm not sure. Both sides taking some time to set this up. Mustangs send the ball over to the Rangers. Rangers are picking that ball back up. Rangers slamming that ball. The Mustangs sending it out. Way out of bounds. Ladies and gentlemen, scores now 13-8. Rangers. Mustangs were not able to come back from that. Number 3 from the Rangers has the ball. She's sending it across the line to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up. Mustangs still have it. The Mustangs save the ball, sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up, not allowing the Mustangs to catch a break, though. Mustangs picking the ball up, touching it over to the Rangers. Woo. Number 12 for the Rangers sends it down to the Mustangs. Mustangs save the ball, though, touching it over to the Rangers. Number 9 for the Rangers sends it up high. Number 14 sends it down. We have a double touch on the Rangers side. Scores now 13-9. Rangers still in the lead. Mustangs have the ball, getting set and ready. Mustangs send the ball over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up, slamming it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs unable to save. Miscommunication there. Scores now 14-9. Rangers. Rangers tapping the ball over to Mustangs. Mustangs sending the ball into the net. Oh, a point for the Rangers. Scores now 15-9. Rangers. Rangers now sending the ball over to the Mustangs. The Mustangs fail to save it. That will be another point for the Rangers. Scores now 16-9. Rangers. Folks, once again, this game is coming at you on October 17th, 2017, between the Rangers and the Mustangs. Ball goes to the Rangers side. Rangers send it back. Mustangs send it over. Rangers almost running into each other, but they got the ball to the Mustangs. Mustangs slam it into their own side of the net again. Ladies and gentlemen, scores now 17-9. Rangers still in the lead, now with an 8-point lead. Number 9 for the Rangers has the ball, sending it across to the Mustangs, going low and fast. The Mustangs slam it down on the Rangers side, though. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Scores now 17-10. Rangers still in the lead with a 7-point lead here, folks. Mustangs and Rangers locked dead. Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers, though. Picking it up. Rangers sending it up high. Slam it down. Mustangs touch it down into the Ranger territory. Score is now 17-11. Rangers still in the lead. Mustangs picking the ball back up. Rangers sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs sending it to the Rangers. Rangers were unable to save that ball. Score is now 17-12. Rangers. Mustangs are catching up. Rangers now just having a 5-point lead over the Mustangs. However, the Mustangs send it deep into Ranger territory. Rangers sending it up high, slamming it down to the Mustangs. Mustangs save that ball. Mustangs are finding their groove again. Bouncing over to the Rangers. Rangers setting it up. Slamming it to the Mustangs. Rangers save the ball. Slamming it down into Mustang territory. Ladies and gentlemen, that is another point for the Rangers. Score is now 18-12. Rangers still in the lead. Substitution on the Rangers. Number 15 is heading in. At least there's another player there, but I didn't see him. So I know for sure number 15 went in, though. So that's what we'll call. Rangers now have the ball, getting set and ready to send it over to the Mustangs. Rangers send the ball to the Mustangs. Mustangs bounce that ball up high. The Mustangs and the Rangers locked dead. The Mustangs send it over to the Rangers side. 15 sending up high to the Rangers. Number 12 slam it to the Mustangs. Number 4 for the Mustangs saving that ball, though. Number 15 for the Mustangs sending it down over to Ranger territory, but the Rangers not giving up yet. Rangers send the ball into their own side of the net. This is what happens if you speak too fast. That was a point for the Mustangs. Scores 18-13. Rangers. The Rangers win this match. It's going to be a really long night. Or this one or the next one. Mustangs send it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up. Touching it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs send the ball up high, slamming it down. Rangers save the ball once more, though. Number 12, slam it to the Mustangs. Rangers unable to save that ball off the Mustangs, though. So that is another point for the Mustangs. Jeez. Score is now 18-14, Rangers. Mustangs sending that ball to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball up. Slamming it down into Mustang territory. There's a point for the Rangers. Scores now 19-14. Rangers. Number 12 from the Rangers has the ball, setting it too low and too slow into that net. It's a point for the Mustangs. Scores 19-15. Rangers. Mustangs are substituting number 7 and number 12. Number 12 sends that ball deep in the Ranger territory. The Rangers are picking it up. Slam it down in Mustang territory. Ladies and gentlemen, score is now 20-15. Rangers in the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a timeout right now. Again, tonight's game is being brought to you by Lakes Area Community Television. My name is Christian Richot. For tonight's game with the Forest Lake Rangers going against the Mounds v. Mustang. Probably be going to commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, you are tuning in to Ranger Volleyball tonight on Lakes Area Community Television. My name is Christian Richap, bringing you tonight's game with the Forest Lake Rangers girls varsity volleyball team going up against the Mounds Mustangs girls varsity volleyball team. Tonight has been an interesting matchup. Rangers currently in the lead 22-15. It's a 5-point lead, folks. After losing the last match, it says match 2 of 3. Rangers sending the ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, saving that ball though, sending it over to the Rangers. And sending it up high, slamming it down to Mustang territory. That is a point for the Rangers. Score is now 21-15. Folks, the Rangers are 4 points away from wrapping this thing up. The Rangers now have the ball. Number 2, ready to send it over to the Mustangs. 2 sends it deep into Mustang territory. Mustangs touch it over to number 15 of the Rangers. Rangers setting it up. Number 3 slamming it down to the Mustangs. Ball bounces down into Ranger territory. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 21-16 Rangers. The Rangers now have the ball, sending it up into Mustang territory. That ball does count. Score is now 22-16 Rangers. Rangers have the ball, sending it low and fast over that net to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, slamming it down. Rangers save the ball, setting it up. Number 3 slams it to Mustangs. Mustangs save the ball, setting it up high. Mustangs touch it over, goes down in Ranger territory. Score is now 22-17. Rangers still in the lead. 3 points needed to wrap this match up. Mustangs now have the ball, sending it over to Ranger territory, but ball is intercepted by the net. That ball is not going anywhere. Score is now 23-17. Rangers in the lead. Rangers need 2 points to wrap this thing up. Number 3 from the Rangers sends that ball over the net. Ball touches out of bounds. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 23-18 Rangers. Number 6 from the Mustangs has the ball. Number 6 sends it over that net to the Rangers. Rangers now picking that ball up. Number 12 slam it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs and Rangers going back and forth. Ball rolls into the Ranger territory and heads back to the Mustangs. Mustangs save the ball, sending it up high. Mustangs touch the ball over to the Rangers. Number 12 slamming it down into Mustang territory. Score is now 24-18 Rangers. Rangers now sending that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs barely saving that ball, but the Rangers coming on strong. Number 12 setting it down in territory, ladies and gentlemen. That wraps up the second match of tonight. Score is now 25-18. Rangers winning that match. We'll probably be going to a commercial break again. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Christian Richard, bringing tonight's match of the Forest Lake Varsity Girls Volleyball Rangers going up against the Mounds Varsity Girls Volleyball Mustangs. We'll be going to commercial break. You are watching Lakes Area Community Television.
Having multiple conversations with my mom. I always tell her I need to change the world. I need to do something. I know I have a purpose in life. It's something that mom always told me. In order for you to change the world, you have to help yourself first. For a really long time, I was just very reckless. I didn't care about school. I just felt like it's not for me. And then finally, It was like, I don't want to just exist in this world doing nothing. I got my high school diploma at the beginning of this year. I was 24, and I worked really hard. So as soon as I got my diploma, I enrolled in college. Honestly, I feel like a whole different person. Education is something that nobody can take away from you.
Siempre ella ha sido bien emprendedora. Siempre le gusta hacer más y motiva a otras personas.
Every other Friday, we try to go around the neighborhood and we give food out to the homeless or people that are in need. We just like to help. Giving, for me, it makes me feel happy. I have a lot of dreams, but my main goal is to be a pilot. It's gonna happen, no matter what anyone says.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
I got pregnant, and I was the main one working, so I did what I had to do to survive.
Sentía que la escuela no era para mí.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier.
My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person.
Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off.
Sentí como que si quiero cambiar el mundo, tengo que cambiar a mí primero.
I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Mi consejera, ella fue lo máximo para mí porque me ayudó mucho con todo.
I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Yeah, it's hard, but keep on going and keep on trying.
The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hi, I'm Jordan Peele. I'm usually trying way too hard to be funny. Well, right now I'm going to be completely serious with you. Online bullying is a toxic side effect of modern technology. No one's immune to it. Not you, not me, nobody. But there's a way we can fix it. This emoji in the symbol section of your phone's emoji keyboard. Use it when you see bullying online to say, I see what you're doing, not cool, definitely not funny. And I know what funny is. I coined the phrase wordness to the turdness. So join me and become a witness. When you see bullying online, use this emoji to do something. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming back at you from the Forest Lake High School mezzanine, my name is Christian Richette with Lakes Area Community Television, bringing you tonight's October 17th coverage of the Forest Lake Rangers going up against the Mounds Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is girls varsity volleyball. Currently, both teams are tied, 1 match. We'll see how this goes. Rangers have the ball, sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball back up. Oh, your foul called on the Mustangs. Double touch. Point will go to the Rangers. Score is now 1-0 Rangers. Rangers sending that ball to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it back up. Number 7 slamming it down, but the Rangers save it. Unfortunately, setting it out A timeout being called. Or substitution, actually, my bad. This game is now tied 1-1. Mustangs sending the ball back to the Rangers. However, that will go out of bounds. Rangers now taking the lead. 2-1. Rangers. Rangers touching that ball over to the Mustangs. Ball goes out of bounds. Rangers taking a 2-point lead now. Scores 3-1. Rangers. Rangers now have that ball, sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, slamming it down in out of Ranger territory. My bad. Oh wait, no, it was inside. Point will go. Scores now 3-2. Nope, I was right. I was right the first time. Scores now 4-1 Rangers. My bad, folks. However, the Mustangs did get that one. The score will be 4-2 Rangers. A little mishap on the board operator down there. It's all right. Number 6 from the Rangers sending the ball. All right, Mustangs sending the ball over to the Rangers. Rangers unsure what to do there. Ended up sending that ball into net. Scores now 4-3 Rangers. Mustangs sending the ball over to the Rangers. Rangers sitting up high. Slamming it down, though. Scores now 4-4. This game has become tied, folks. Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers sitting up high. Slamming that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs scrambling for the ball. Mustangs slamming the ball over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Bam, to the Mustangs. That point will be a Ranger point. Scores now 5-4 Rangers. Rangers sending that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, though. Mustangs slamming the ball down into Ranger territory. This game is tied again, folks. Score is 5-5. Tied game. Ball goes over to the Rangers. Rangers are picking it up. Goes out of bounds, though. A little too much power by number 9 for the Rangers. Scores 6-5. Mustangs taking the lead. Mustangs sending that ball back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Bouncing it over to the Mustangs, just barely. Or the Mustangs slam it over to the Rangers. Rangers sending it out of bounds. We have a foul on the Rangers side. Score is now 5-7 Mustangs. Number 4 from the Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up. Rangers sending up high. Number 14 slamming it down in Mustang territory. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a point for the Rangers. Score is now 7-6. Mustangs still in the lead. Substitution for the Rangers. I know for sure number 15 went in. I didn't see which other player went in, though. Number 15 sends the ball over the line to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up. Mustangs slamming it down. Rangers touched the ball, went out of bounds. It'll be a point for the Mustangs. Scores now 8-6 Mustangs. Mustangs sending the ball over to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball back up. Rangers slam it down in Mustang territory. Score is now 8-7 Mustangs. Rangers now have the ball. Rangers slam that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, though, trying to touch it over the net. However, their efforts are thwarted by the Rangers. Score is now tied 8-8. Rangers sending that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs sitting up high, getting it to the Rangers. Ball goes out of bounds. Score is now 9-8. Rangers taking a lead. Rangers touching that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up. Mustangs slamming that ball into the net, though. Sorry if you heard me yawning, folks. A little tired today. Score is 9-9. The Mustangs did tie this up. Rangers bounce that ball over to the Mustangs off the serve, though. Oh, that ball will go out on the Mustang side. Oh. What do we have? Point to the Mustangs. Score is 10-9. Mustangs in the lead. Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball up. Rangers slam it down, but the Mustangs kicking it out. Point to the Rangers. Game is tied 10-10. Ball going across the line to the Mustangs. Mustangs slamming it to the Rangers, or the Rangers picking that ball up. Sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs sending it up high. Bounce it to the Rangers. Rangers save the ball, picking it up. And down to the Mustang territory. That's another point for the Rangers. Score is now 11-10. Rangers taking the lead. Number 4 from the Rangers will be serving the ball. She sends it up and over. Mustangs handling control. That ball goes high in the air. Rangers saving it. Sending it up. Bouncing up. Oh. Appear to have a double touch on the Rangers side. Game is tied again, 11-11. Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up. Slamming it down, but the Mustangs save it. Mustangs now sending it over to the Rangers side. Rangers sending up high. But the Mustangs are persistent. Slamming it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up. Not enough, though. That ball goes down in Ranger territory. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 12-11. Mustangs taking the lead. Number 9 for the Mustangs has the ball, sending it over the net. Oh, never mind. That goes into net. That will be a point for the Rangers. This match is tied up once again, folks, at 12-12. We are taking substitutions on both sides. Number 1 and number 14 for the Rangers. Number 4 for the Mustangs. Number 1 for the Rangers has the ball, getting ready to serve. She sends the ball over the net, low and fast. Mustangs picking that ball back up, slamming into Ranger territory. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 13-12, Mustangs. Substitution on the Mustangs part, number 10 going in. Number 15 for the Mustangs, sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up, setting up high. Rangers slamming it into the Mustangs. And now back to the Mustang side. Mustangs saving that ball, slamming it back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, touching it over, slamming it into the Mustangs. Mustangs slam it down in Ranger territory. That will be a score of 14-12. Mustangs in the lead. We're 15 from the Mustangs, sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball up, sending it up high. Slamming it down over to the Mustangs. Mustangs saving that ball just barely. Sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball up. Slamming it down the Mustang territory. That was a point for the Rangers. Score is now 14-13. We are taking a timeout, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching girls volleyball on Lakes Area Community Television. My name is Christian Richat. We'll be going to a quick commercial break on October 17th. Coming back at you tonight. My name is Christian Richat, bringing you tonight's game of girls varsity volleyball with the Forest Lake Rangers going up against the Mounds View Mustangs. Tonight is October 17, 2017. Again, my name is Christian Richat with Lakes Area Community Television. Check us out online at latv10.com. That's latvten.com. Current score is 14-13. Mustangs in the lead. Rangers tailing by 1. We just really need to pick this up in order to send it over. Rangers sending up high. Well, the Mustangs tapping it over. That goes down Ranger territory. Points have been awarded to the Mustangs. Score is now 15-13. Mustangs. Number 6 from the Mustangs has the ball. Sending the ball over the net to the Rangers. Number 1 for the Rangers, setting it up high. Ball did go out of bounds, though. Point for the Mustangs. Scores now 16-13. Mustangs. Number 6 from the Mustangs, sending the ball over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up, slamming it down. Mustangs bounce that ball back to the Rangers. Score is now 17. Oh, no. Never mind. That ball did go out of bounds. Score is now 16-14. Rangers, or Mustangs, I should say. Mustangs are still in the lead. Mustangs send that ball over. It goes down inside Ranger territory. Score is now 17-14. Mustangs. Mustangs will have the ball. Number 4 for the Mustangs starting off with this ball. Sending it over that net to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Just popping it over. Ball goes down in Mustang territory. Score is now 17-15. Mustangs in the lead. Rangers have the ball. Send it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball up. Ball goes down, though, but out of bounds. Point for the Mustangs. That score is now 18-15. Mustangs in the lead. Mustangs down the ball, sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball up. Sending up high. Rangers slam the ball. Mustangs sending it out of bounds. It's point for the Rangers. Score is 18-16. Mustangs. Mustangs are still in the lead. It was good play by the Rangers, just a miscalculation by the Mustangs. Mustangs send that ball up high after the Rangers serve. Rangers now picking the ball up after the Mustangs sending it back. And the Rangers send it out of bounds. Oh, what? Apparently the Mustangs did touch that ball. This is a point for the Rangers. Score is now 18-17. Mustangs, Rangers catching up. Rangers touching that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, sending it to the Rangers. Rangers sending it up high, slamming it out of bounds. Point to the Mustangs. Score is now 19-17. Mustangs. Number 12 from the Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, slamming it over to the Mustangs. Ball goes out on the Mustangs. Scores now 19-18. Mustangs still in the lead. Substitution for the Rangers, sending in number 16 and number 4. That is Clara Olson and Olivia Gadberry. Rangers sending the ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, slamming it to the Rangers, slamming it out of bounds. That's a point for the Rangers. This match is now tied, folks. Score is 19-19. Ironically, that's some good root beer. Mustangs sending it up to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up once more. Rangers slamming it down. Mustangs slam it back. A Ranger tried to save it. That ball was not saved, though. Score is now 20-19. Mustangs. That's right, Mustangs. Mustangs are in the lead. I am sorry, I cannot speak today. Forgot my water bottle at home. Mustangs now have the ball and have the lead again. Rangers setting it up. Setting it down into Mustang territory. Score is now 20-20. Game is tied once again. And just send it over the net, but goes out of bounds. Score is now 21-20. Mustangs in the lead. Mustangs sending that ball down and over. Rangers unable to save that, though. Score is now 22-20. We are taking a timeout. Folks, once again, my name is Christian Richard for Lakes Area Community Television, bringing you tonight's coverage of October 17th girls varsity volleyball game between the Forest Lake Rangers and the Mounds View Mustangs. We're probably going to take a commercial break right now.
How's your hair? Is it pretty?
Daddy.
It's pretty.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming back at you from the high school mezzanine. My name is Christian Richard for Lakes Area Community Television, bringing you tonight's coverage of the Forest Lake Mustangs going up, Forest Lake Rangers going up against the Mounds View Mustangs. I cannot talk of girls varsity volleyball. Currently, the Mustangs are in the lead. Rangers tailing by 2. However, both teams are tied 1 match to 1 match. So no matter what, we will have to play one more game in order to find out who brings this whole thing home. Number 15 from the Mustangs has the ball, getting ready to serve. She sends it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, setting up high, and slamming it to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, setting it to the Rangers. Rangers having some fun with it, slamming it down on the Mustangs. Goes out that way, a point for the Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, score is now 22-21. Mustangs in the lead. Ball goes over to the Mustangs. Mustangs now picking it up. Sending it back to the Rangers, but the Rangers block it early on. Rangers now sending that ball back up. Up high again. Sending it over the net, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great save by the Rangers. Ball goes over to the Rangers. Rangers save. Unable to save it. That's a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 23-21. Mustangs in the lead. Could be having a timeout, folks. This early on in the game, or this late into the game. Well, both teams talking over some strategy right now. Mustangs for sure thinking about how they can possibly spin this and keep going. Rangers trying to figure out a good comeback right now. Number 6 from the Mustangs has the ball, getting set and ready to go. Some pretty good teamwork on both sides of the net today. Rangers and Mustangs alike. Both good teams just having an enjoyable night. The Mustangs send the ball over to the Rangers, but way far over the line. There'll be a point for the Rangers. Scores now 23-22. Mustangs. Rangers bouncing that ball over to the Mustangs off the serve. But the Mustangs slam it down. Score is now 24-22. Mustangs in the lead. Mustangs need 1 point to wrap this match up. Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Rangers sending it up high. Rangers sending that ball out of bounds. Mustangs bringing this match home. We will now be swapping sides. 25-22 was the last score of that match. Ladies and gentlemen, if we haven't taken a commercial break yet, this will probably be our actual commercial break. So everyone post-edit, could you please edit that last comment out? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Christian Richout for Lakes Area Community Television, bringing you tonight's game coverage of the Forest Lake Rangers going up against the Mounds Mustangs on October 17th, 2017. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back to tonight's coverage. Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help.
You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home.
I blew on him.
Put down the phone, Rob.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's coverage of girls varsity volleyball. Tonight we have the Forest Lake Rangers going up against the Mounds Mustangs. My name is Christian Richard for Lakes Area Community Television, and we hope you are enjoying tonight's coverage on Lakes Area Community Television on this wonderful October 17th, 2017 evening. If it sounds like I'm out of breath, that's because I literally just sprinted over here from the water fountain after realizing I had a minute left on the clock. So I'm back. And so are our Rangers and Mustangs. Right now we are playing a deciding match to show who will take home tonight's game. If the Mustangs win this one, the Mustangs will win the whole game for tonight. However, if the Rangers win, it will be a tie for right now. I'm not completely sure on how the rules work for this. Should probably study that. Mustangs send the ball over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up high. That's double touch on the Rangers side. Foul, or we have a foul on number 4. Is there a number 4? I don't know. We have a foul over on the Rangers. I just know that. Point is to the Mustangs. Score is 1-0. Mustangs in the lead. Rangers picking the ball back up, slamming it down to Mustang territory. This game is tied. Score is 1-1. Tied game. Rangers have the ball, sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball up, sending it back to the Mustangs, touching that ball down in the Ranger territory. Score is now 2-1 Mustangs. Mustangs unable to get that ball over the net. That way, a point for the Rangers. This game is tied once again at 2-2. Rangers sending that ball low and fast to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball up, sending it over the line in Ranger territory. That ball will be going, or that point goes to the Rangers. Score is now 3-2. Rangers taking the lead. Number 9 from the Rangers sends the ball over to the Mustangs. Miscommunication and misdirection on the Mustangs' part. Hold up. Nope. What the? I am not sure what's going on with the scoreboard. Score is 3-3 apparently. This game is tied once again. Mustangs send the ball out, so now it is 4-3, folks. I don't know what was going on that earlier thing. But either way, we now have a substitution, number 15 going in for the Rangers. I didn't see if anyone went in from the Mustangs, but we'll get back to that later. Number 15 from the Rangers sends the ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball up, sending it back to your Rangers. Goes down in Ranger territory. That would be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 4-4. Number 5 from the Mustangs sends the ball deep in Ranger territory. Number 10 for the Rangers fires back. Number 4 for the Mustangs saves it. However, that ball goes back down into Mustang territory. Point for the Rangers. Score is now 5-4. Rangers taking a lead. Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up. Just touching it. Rangers sending it into their own net. That will be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now tied 5-5. That ball goes back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. But goes down on their side. Mustangs now taking the lead, 6-5. Mustangs sending that ball over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Bouncing it off the Mustangs. Rangers sitting up high. Number 3 slams it into her own net. That's a point for the oh wait. Point. That's a point for the Mustangs. Point for the Mustangs. I am so sorry, folks. Point for the Mustangs. Score is now 5-7. Mustangs. Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers saving that ball nicely. Slamming it over to the Mustangs. Number 4 for the Mustangs saving that ball, though. And sending it back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Sending it down on the Mustang territory. Score is now 7-6. Mustangs in the lead. We're calling substitution here. Number 7, I believe, going in for the Rangers. She has the ball, sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball back up. Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers sitting up high and down into Mustang territory. Mustangs sending it on their net. This game is tied once again, 7-7, folks. Number 7 from the Rangers sends that ball into the net. That will be a point for the Mustangs. We'll now have substitution number 19. Oh, my bad. Number 9, I think, going in for the Rangers. And number 10. Ball goes over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, slamming it down to the Mustangs. Mustangs firing back. Ball goes down inside Mustang territory. That's game. That score is now 8-8. I'm getting really confused by the score. All right, whatever. It is currently 8-8 for scores. This game is tied once again. Apparently I missed something. Mustangs sending the ball up high. Oh, we had a double touch on the Mustangs. Foul number 4. Rangers get the point. Score is now 9-8. Rangers. Rangers sending the ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking that ball back up. Mustangs slamming it down to the Rangers, but the Rangers sitting up high. Rangers pick the ball up once again, slamming it down to the Mustang territory. That score is now 10-8. Rangers taking a lead by 2. Number 1 for the Rangers has the ball. Sending it nice and over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up. Touching it over to the Rangers. Up. We have a foul on Rangers. Number 3, apparently. Scores now 10-9. Rangers still in the lead. Mustangs sending over to the Rangers, going out of bounds by the Rangers. This game is tied once again, folks. Score is now 10-10. Tied game. Mustangs slamming that ball back across. Picking it up, slamming it down into the net. The Rangers giving the Mustangs a point. Score is now 11-10. Mustangs taking the lead. Rangers picking that ball back up, touching it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs having that ball for fun. Slamming it over to the Rangers. Rangers save the ball. and slam it down the Mustang territory. This game is tied once again, folks. Score is now 11-11. Make a wish. Tied game. Rangers will be starting off with the ball now. Number 3. Sending that ball over. Mustangs sending it back, picking it up, sending it up high. Rangers sending it back to the Mustangs. Going out of bounds. Score is now 12-11. Mustangs taking the lead. That'll be a substitution. Number 6 and number 16 from the Mustangs. Number 6 from the Mustangs sends it over to the Rangers. Rangers setting up high and powering it down into Mustang territory. This match is tied once again, 12-12. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Christian Richot with Lakes Area Community Television on October 17th for your game this evening. The Mounds v. Mustangs going up against the Forest Lake Rangers. That ball lands inbounds after Rangers serve. Scores 13-12. Rangers taking the lead. Rangers just getting that ball over the net. Mustangs unable to put it together. That ball goes down. Rangers now lengthening their lead. Scores now 14-12. Rangers. The Rangers send it back to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball back up, touching it over to the Rangers. Rangers sending it out, though. Score is now 14-13. Rangers still in the lead. Rangers sending the ball back across the line. Rangers picking it up. Mustangs scrambling for control. Number 6 sending it up high. And number 16 slamming it down to the side. That ball goes out of bounds after the Rangers come back. Score is 14-14, folks. This game is tied once again. Number 4 from the Mustangs has the ball. Sending it low and fast over that net. Number 1 for the Rangers sets it up. Number 19 sends it down. Mustangs send it back, though. Number 1 sets it up. Number 19 for the Rangers sending it down into Mustang territory. Game is now 15-14. Rangers taking the lead. Number 15 from the Rangers sending that ball over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, sending it deep into Ranger territory. Score is now 15-15. Game is tied. Will be having a substitution. Actually, I subtract that. Funny, get it? Substitution, subtract. Yes, this is why I'm alone in life. Number 5 from the Mustangs sends it over to the Rangers. Rangers setting it up high, slamming it down into the Mustangs. Mustangs make an epic save. Number 4 setting it up. Number 5 sending it to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball back up. Number 12 slamming it down into Mustang territory. Score is now 16-15. Rangers taking the lead. Number 12 from the Rangers sending it over into Mustangs. Mustangs capturing that ball, but the Rangers touching it down. Mustangs make a failed attempt at saving it. Rangers now put 17-15 on the board. Rangers taking that lead and lengthening it. We will now be taking a timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Christian Richot for Lakes Area Community Television, bringing you tonight's match between the Mustangs and the Rangers on October 17th, 2017. Cut to commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Christian Richot for Lakes Area Community Television coming back at you with tonight's coverage of the Forest Lake Rangers girls varsity volleyball team going up against the Mounds View Mustang girls varsity volleyball team. So far tonight, it's been a very interesting match. Current period is 4. The score is 17-15. Rangers leading by 2. Going into this. Number 12 for the Rangers sends that ball low and fast over the net. Number 15 for the Mustangs setting up high, and the Mustangs send it over the net to the Rangers. Mustangs send the ball out way into the hallway. Score is now 18-15. Rangers. Rangers now sending the ball over the net to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, slamming it back to the Rangers. Rangers initiate a wonderful save, slamming it down, but out. Mustangs now have the point in the ball. Score is 18-16. Rangers. Mustangs have the ball, number 12 for the Mustang, getting ready to send that ball over the net to the Rangers, sending it deep, ironically, to number 12 of the Rangers, who sends it out of bounds. Oh yeah, point for the Mustangs. Scores now 18-17. Rangers still in the lead, but the Mustangs catching up. Mustangs send it back to the Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up. Not enough, though. Goes down on Rangers' side. Score is now 18-18. This game is tied, folks. The Mustangs send that ball back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, setting up high. Bouncing it over into Mustang territory. Mustangs save the ball. Rangers picking the ball up. Slamming it down the Mustang territory. The score is now 19-18, folks. Rangers taking a lead. Rangers now have the lead, sending the ball back over to the Mustangs. Mustangs sending the ball up high, slamming it down, but the Rangers unable to save that ball. Score is now tied once again at 10-19. Ball goes back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, setting up high. Slamming it down to Mustangs. Mustangs save the ball. Sending it back to the Rangers. Rangers send that ball up high, saving it. Number 12. Ball bounces off the net, but the Mustangs and the Rangers fighting for control. Mustangs picking the ball back up. Sending it back to the Rangers. Sending up high. Number 9 for the Rangers picks the ball up. Number 12 bounces it to the Mustangs. Mustangs pick the ball back up once again. Slams the ball back over. Number 3 slams that ball into the net. Scores now 20-19. Mustangs taking the lead. We'll now be taking a timeout, folks. The Mustangs need 5 points to win this game. The Rangers only need 6. That's right, the Mustangs are in the lead. I'm not sure why I said the Rangers only need 6. I don't know what I'm doing. Even Travis is giving me the odd look like I don't know what I'm doing. He's nodding his head right now, shaking it, I mean. He's giving me the evil smirk. The Rangers are celebrating. They don't know that this announcer is getting the evil glare from one of his cameramen. The Mustangs are celebrating, getting ready to go back. Both teams just probably discussing strategy. Some mishaps on the Mustangs to let the Rangers take a lead, but the Rangers have just let the inverse happen. The Mustangs now taking the lead. Mustangs sending that ball over to the Ranger territory. Rangers picking the ball up, slamming it back. That ball goes back. The Rangers save it. That ball goes back to the Mustangs. Rangers pick it up once more. Rangers set it up. Slam it down. The Mustangs picking it up. Setting it up. Slam it over to Rangers. Rangers picking the ball back up. Setting it. and slamming it into Mustang territory. This game is tied 20-20. Both teams just 5 points away from ending this match. Number 1 for the Rangers sends that ball over. Number 7 slamming it down to number 12. Girls got cojones there. Both team Rangers save that ball, slamming it in the ring. They're slamming it down into Mustang territory. Score is now 21-20. Rangers taking the lead. Rangers sending that ball back to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking the ball back up. Rangers now saving it, sending it back to the Mustangs. Mustangs standing up high, slamming it over the net to the Rangers. Point will go to the Mustangs. This game is tied once again at 21-21. Talk about a fun match, folks. Substitution there. Number 16 heading in for number 14 on the Rangers side. Mustangs send that ball into net. Scores now 22-21. Rangers in the lead. Number 3 from the Rangers send that ball nice and over the net. Oh, we have a foul called on the Mustangs. Rangers 23-21. Timeout has been called, folks. Both teams giving high fives over there, talking over strategy and such. The Rangers celebrating that little foul that got called over on the Mustangs. Both teams really excited to get back into this. Rangers really setting up. Rangers are just 2 points away from bringing this match home. Well, the Mustangs are 4. Number 3 from the Rangers sends that ball over the net to the Mustangs. Mustangs setting up high. Bouncing it, but not enough. That ball goes down. I'm not sure what just happened. Point will be awarded to the Mustangs. Scores now 23-22. A lot of drama happening on the court. Both coaches seemed a little heated there. Boy, I'm happy I'm up here. Scores now 23-22. Rangers still in the lead. Mustangs sending that ball over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, sitting up high, bouncing it back to the Mustangs, slamming it down. Scores now 24-22. Rangers 1 point away from ending this match. Rangers sending the ball back to the Mustangs, picking it up. Mustangs setting up high, slamming it over to the Rangers. Rangers save the ball. Rangers sending it back to the Mustangs. Mustangs setting it up. Rangers really going after that ball hard. Mustangs trying their best not to allow the Rangers one more point. The Rangers are heck bent on getting that, but they send the ball out of bounds. Ladies and gentlemen, score is now 24-23. Rangers still in the lead. Ball goes back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Ball will go out of bounds. point will go to the Rangers. 25-23, Rangers taking home that match. Game is now tied again. Folks, I have not seen this. This is insane. They are losing their bananas, man. Telling you. Anyways, we're going to go to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Christian Richard for Lakes Area Community Television. You bringing tonight's coverage of the Forest Lake girls varsity volleyball game against the Mounds Mustangs. For Lakes Area Community Television, this is Christian Richard.
How's your hair? Is it pretty?
Daddy.
It's pretty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to tonight's coverage of Forest Lake girls varsity volleyball going up against the Mounds Mustangs. My name is Christian Richard for Lakes Area Community Television. This game is currently tied 2 matches to 2 matches. Both teams playing an exceptional game. You probably missed it with the cameras, but over there at the cheering section, Ranger fans looking like they'll probably break those bleachers. But we're starting this game out strong. Ball goes down into the Mustang territory. Rangers take an early lead, 1-0. Rangers. We're just picking the ball up, sending it over to the Mustangs. Ball bounces top, goes down in Mustang territory. Scores now 2-0 Rangers. Rangers send that ball back over to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking up, touching over to the Rangers. Rangers sitting up high. Rangers bouncing that ball down into Mustang territory, but the Mustangs firing back. Rangers save the ball. Rangers sitting up high. Rangers send the ball across the net. Out of bounds. There'll be a point for the Mustangs. Scores now 2-1. Rangers. Mustangs send it over to the Rangers. Double touch on the Rangers. That'll be a point for the Mustangs. This game is tied 2-2. Mustangs sending it back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Sending it up high. Slamming it over the net. Rangers sending it back. Sending it up. Mustangs setting it over to the side of the Rangers. Rangers slam it back to the Mustangs. Mustangs send it out of bounds. That will be a point for the Rangers. Score is now 3-2. Rangers taking the lead. Rangers sending that ball low and fast over to the Mustangs. Number 12 for the Mustangs sending that ball up. Now slamming it back to the Rangers. Ball goes down on the Mustang side. Score is now 4-2 Rangers. Rangers sending the ball back to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up. Mustangs not able to get over the net. Claire Olsen blocking them off. Score is now 5-2. Rangers in the lead. Number 2 for the Rangers has the ball, sending it Low and fast over the net to number 4, the Mustangs. Mustangs picking up, touching it into Ranger territory. That ball is inbounds. Score is now 5-3. Rangers still in the lead. Substitution, number 6 and number 16 coming in for the Mustangs, replacing number 7 and number 12. The Mustangs sending it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up. Going down in Mustang territory. Score is now 6-3. Rangers. Rangers sending that ball backward to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up, touching it to the Rangers. Rangers sending that ball up high. Down into Mustang territory. That score is now 7-3. Rangers putting a 4-point lead on the Mustangs. We'll be taking a timeout here, folks. What a game so far. Again, this game is taking place on October 17th here in the high school mezzanine. My name is Christian Richat with Lakes Area Community Television. If you guys could, go check us out online at latv10.com. That is latvten.com. Tonight's game has been really intense between the Rangers. Started off at around 7 o'clock. It's almost like 9 o'clock now. It's 8:52 actually. For those of you that use the 24-hour clock, it's 20:52. We're getting back underway here. Number 4 for the Rangers has the ball. Getting started, set it over to the Mustangs. Or 4 from the Rangers sends it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs scrambling for control. Mustangs have control, sending it to the Rangers. Rangers save the ball. Setting it up. Slamming over to number 4 of the Mustangs. Number 4 of the Mustangs sends it to number 16. That ball goes out of bounds. Score is 8-3. Rangers in the lead. Number 9 from the Rangers sends it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs scrambling around for it. Rangers, just a nice set on that ball. Ball goes down in Mustang territory. Point to the Rangers. Score is now 9-3. Rangers in the lead. Rangers had the ball, sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs set it up way too high. The Mustangs bring it back in and send it back to Ranger territory. Rangers pick that ball up. Nice set by number 1. Down by number 19 in the Mustang territory. Score is now 10-3. Rangers. We are taking another timeout here, folks. This game is crazy. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. This game has been quite the match tonight. But now, coming back, welcome back to Lakes Area Community Television's showing of tonight's varsity volleyball girls varsity volleyball game between the Forest Lake Rangers and the Mounds v Mustangs. Rangers currently in the lead, 10-3. We just had the ball, sending it over to the Mustangs, high and slow. Mustangs sending it down though. Score is now 10-4, Rangers. Rangers scrambling for control after the Mustangs serve. Mustangs barely saving that ball. Slam it back to the Rangers. A nice set by number 15. Slamming it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it back up. Setting up high. Digging across the net. Goes down out of bounds for the Mustangs. That point will go to the Mustangs though. Score is 10-5. Rangers still in the lead. Number 4 from the Mustangs, sending it over to the number 9 of the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, bringing it back inbounds, sending it back to the Mustangs. Ball almost going down the Mustangs. Mustangs just barely touch it over the net for the Rangers. That ball goes, oh! Another point for the Mustangs. Rangers were not able to get that ball back. Taking a timeout here again, folks. Crazy Train playing in the background. That certainly matches the theme of tonight's match. It's been insane up here, folks. The Rangers fighting back hard against the Mustangs. Mustangs fighting back hard against the Rangers. Both teams going hard tonight. Number 4 for the Mustangs has the ball, getting ready to send it across. Oh, the ref is telling people to calm down. Number 4 sends it deep into Ranger territory. Rangers picking it up, sending it over the line. Mustangs saving it. Tapping it back to the Rangers. Goes out of bounds. Point goes to the Rangers. Scores now 11-6, Rangers. Rangers sending that ball back over to the Mustangs. Mustangs sending up high. The Rangers send that ball way out of bounds. That was a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 11-7. Rangers in the lead. Mustangs have the ball. Number 5 from the Mustangs ready to send it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking that ball back up, sending up. Sends it up high over the net. Number 16 from the Mustangs sending it up. Number 15 to number 3. Number 3 bouncing it back down, but the Rangers send that ball out of bounds. Scores now 11-8. Mustangs. All right, no, Rangers still in the lead. Rangers sending that ball up. Down over to the Mustangs. Mustangs able to recover, sending it back to the Rangers. Rangers digging it up. Setting it high, slamming it down to Mustang territory. Score is now 12-8, Rangers. Rangers sending it over to the Mustangs. Mustangs scrambling for control, sending it back to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, setting up high, slamming it over to the Mustangs. Unable to get it. The Mustangs slam it back. The Rangers tap it over to Mustang territory, but the Mustangs fight back. The Mustangs are sending it back to the Rangers. Rangers setting it up high. The Mustangs, and the Rangers picking it up. Rangers set it down into Mustang territory. That's another point for the Rangers. Scores now 13-8. Rangers in the lead. Boy, oh boy, Post said it must be loving me right now. Probably not, though. Sorry to your poor ears. The Mustangs picking that ball back up. The Rangers fighting for control. The Rangers fighting it up. Slam it down to the Mustang territory. Score is now 14-8. Rangers. Number 12 from the Rangers has the ball, sending it up and over the net. Mustangs scrambling for control. Mustangs touching that ball over the net. Rangers setting it high. Slamming it out of bounds. There'll be a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 14-9. Rangers. For 12 from the Mustangs has the ball. Number 12 sends it over to the Rangers. Rangers picking it up, bouncing it back into their own territory to send it over the net to the Mustangs. Number 7 for the Mustangs slams it deep into Rangers. Rangers save that ball, recover it, slam it back to the Mustangs. Mustangs picking it up. Mustangs setting it over to number 7. Number 7 slams it back to the Rangers. Rangers bouncing it up and sending it into their. Oh! The Rangers save that ball. goes down in Ranger territory. That way a point for the Mustangs. Score is now 14-10. Rangers still in the lead. Mustangs sending that ball over the Rangers. Rangers setting it up high. Down into Mustang territory. That's a point for the Rangers. Score is 15-10. Score, Liz Dullman, that is tonight's match. Rangers coming away with the win. Once again, folks, my name is Christian Richard. I brought you tonight's match with Lakes Area Community Television. This match has been brought to you by Lakes Area Community Television for the Forest Lake Girls Varsity Volleyball team going up against the Moundsview Girls Varsity Volleyball team. We hope you enjoyed tonight's game. Blaze Dullman and Rangers coming away with the win on this evening of October 17, 2017. Be sure to have a good evening, folks. Signing off, this has been Christian Richard for Lakes Area Community Television.